Hey everybody, it's Chuggaaconroy! Welcome back to more Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. In the last episode, we arrived in Agate Village. We waged tons of battles against many of the elderly trainers here. We also learned that if you don't battle for 5 years, your Pikachu level's down about 20 whole levels. And, to top it all off, we purified Teddy-Ursa and Leddyba. Puchien is the only one we've caught that we have yet to purify, and we'll probably be getting to that. Anyway, in this episode, there's actually two things I would like to show in Agate Village. One thing that I briefly forgot last time, that I remembered as soon as I stopped hitting the record button and it drove me nuts, is this old man that you can barely see here in this Pokemon Center. Check this out. For some reason I feel dull and listless. I seem to have no energy at all. I've been wearing these new sandals with raised nubs on the insole. I was told it was a great invention, but does it actually do anything for my health? Yep, somebody actually purchased a pair of the unhealthy sandals. I don't know, I like that little detail that Professor Crane, Dr. Kaminko's inventions actually kind of pay off somewhere. That's kind of cool. Anyway, this building is another thing I'd like to show. This normally is the Pokemon daycare. The daycare lady retired. But not to worry, her granddaughter's supposed to take over this daycare business. She went to go bring the new girl here. Okay. So, there is a daycare that is being run here in town that we should be able to access soon. You leave your Pokemon in the daycare. They can have the door to their heart opened if they are Shadow Pokemon. If not, or rather, even if they are Shadow Pokemon, they get this, they will also get 1 experience point per in-game step you take. So, same principle as other games. Breeding is not a function in the daycare in this game, so don't worry about eggs or breeding or egg moves or passing on IVs or any crap like that. What I do want to worry about, though, and not really so much worry as it is just show this, is this guy, the Name Raider. Now, once again, I do want to have Name Raiders open to suggestions by you guys whenever I catch Pokemon that I'm going to be using in my team. I do have a few Pokemon that I have nickname ideas for that I will be naming myself, and my Jolteon is one of those. So, for the time being, I won't be asking for suggestions right away, but in time, be patient, my dear Pokemon trainers. Joking aside, I want to reveal Jolteon's nickname just because I have a really, really good reason for this, and it is kind of a semi-serious topic, and I don't really want to get into the, deep, dark details of it. Now, when I was growing up and Colosseum had just come out, I didn't really have a whole lot of friends. Nobody I knew was really into Pokemon anymore. And by pure chance, right around that time, in a Walmart of all places, I found this kid who was into Pokemon who was around the same age as me. And we became really, really good friends. We talked about Colosseum, we played through the game together, when XD was coming out, we were really excited for it. And around the time that XD was coming out, due to some really crazy stuff, his parents were absolutely nuts. They wouldn't let him be friends with me anymore due to something beyond our control. And, well, I to this day have never talked to him again, and every now and again I do miss him. And I'd like to name my Jolteon for my friend, Voltaire. I feel like it's fitting, it is a pun, so it is still me, but I do want to name my Jolteon for my friend, in case there's some crazy chance out there that he might be watching this. I don't think that he is, but maybe. I don't know. He would be an adult now, so maybe he moved out of his parents' household. I don't know. I guess I can dream. But yeah, that is what I want to nickname my Jolteon. And there we go. Now that we have our nickname, we are all done here. I've had a few suggestions that I should nickname my Teddy-Ursa and things like that. Not sure if I will end up doing that. I've had some pretty funny suggestions that maybe I will go with. I'll talk about that more if I do end up deciding to go for it. Speaking very redundantly now, let's head off to Mount Battle, because that is where we were told to head off to next. We have to go find Vander because he has some information about some shady characters in the desert. Perhaps it'll lead us to where Professor Crane is being held. Let's see. And, Mount Battle. I don't know why, just the sight of physically seeing Mount Battle on the map screen and it being where we have to go. Even though we don't have to climb 100 floors, Mount Battle's just weird. It's from that era of gaming where game designers thought that if you had a 100-floor dungeon in your game, that was a good thing. It's not. Again, I don't really think this music fits well with Mount Battle whatsoever. And hey, I recognize you. You were one of those badasses who I met in Gazianteport. Yes. Have you come here to train? This is an excellent place for people to train. I've trained here myself. Back then, I only sought to become more powerful. I didn't need any other reason. As a result, I attained this status, but now I've taken to questioning my motive for getting power. I wonder what I am fighting for. I ponder if I am putting my Pokemon under cruel stress. That's why I urge you to look into yourself. Ask yourself why you want to become stronger before you take that path. Interesting. Okay. There's yet another item box that was not here 5 years ago. We get a full heal from it. Awesome. So I guess you could say that in a way makes up for my lost paralyzed heal last time. By the way, I still think that this grass edge right here looks really, really silly. So, this old guy's got a Delcatty over here. Come to Mount Battle here? He's a trainer of Pokemon? I suppose. Yeah, okay. Mount Battle. Alright, so I got good news for you. The lobby to Mount Battle is not the worst thing ever made, just like Mount Battle itself kind of is. These people sitting on these benches over here. My name is the Move Deleter. Your first name is The Move and your last name is Deleter. Okay. Anyway, the Move Deleter. He is a way that you can get rid of moves should you not want them anymore and you don't want to, like, reteach them. It's relatively pointless because there's no HM moves in this game and thus no moves that... Well, there are HM moves in this game, though Pokemon come knowing them. And it's just, like... I don't see why you would ever want to unlearn the HM moves that come naturally on Pokemon. I mean, I guess maybe you'd want to unlearn Fly, but I don't know. This guy is relatively useless compared to how he is in other Pokemon games. This guy, on the other hand... Be it a move that was never learned or a move that we'll learn once forgotten, if moves are what a Pokemon need, I'm the man. I'll take some Poke Coupons for me, the Move Teacher. Okay, at least his name is not the Move Teacher. If you have Poke Coupons, which we'll be getting into how you obtain those in just a moment, you can go to this guy and he will relearn moves that your Pokemon previously knew that it might have forgotten. Kind of helpful, actually. Not only that, but we do have a Pokemon Center right here. I don't really think that I need to heal or anything like that, so there's nothing else to do now but talk to the receptionist that put you on the wildest climb of your life if you ever 100%ed Colosseum. Unfortunately, we're not open to the public right now. The facilities are closed for training novice trainers. Oh, you're not here to train. You came to see Vander, one of our area leaders. Actually, Vander is in charge of rookie training session. He's inside right now. Now, I gotta say this. Vander is the leader of Area 1. Why is, like, the most important person ever always leader of Area 1? I don't know. I mean, I guess they just want to make it convenient for us, though, but I just thought it was kind of weird. And check it out! Even though we have an appointment with Vander, we can't explain ourselves, we can't weasel our way out of this. Nope! We have to battle trainer number 1 right here. Yeah, you're gonna have to fight your way up to wherever Vander is. Don't worry, it's not as bad as it was in Colosseum. For those of you that have dreaded memories of that, I know I sure do. Wormhole and Wingle. She likes W's. I gotta say that. W is a fun letter to say. W. I don't know. I'm getting off topic. Okay, so while we're doing these battles, I suppose I could just kind of talk about other things because we're going to be battling for a little bit, and these are required and all that. So I do have to say, one thing that you might be noticing about XD, this is something that people tend to criticize about it, is that there are a lot of areas that are reused from Colosseum. It's kind of like Black and White 2 in that sense, you know, like how you start off with what should I say here? How you start off with a lot of unique areas, a lot of new places to explore and all that stuff, though, but over time you just kind of run into a lot of familiar areas that haven't really changed a whole lot, and, you know, parts of the game are taken up by that. I don't personally mind revisiting areas from previous games, but I will agree that areas like Mount Battle are really, really similar, and honestly, I'd rather just not have Mount Battle ever again, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't mean to come off as whining about Mount Battle, so I do apologize if I come off whining about it, though, because, you know, I certainly complained about it a lot in my Colosseum Let's Play, but it really is just that brutal having to climb a 100-floor dungeon, you know, having, like, the first 80 trainers not being challenging at all. It's just how I feel about this place. Oh, you came to see Vander, so I wasted a battle on you. Yeah, you did! You wasted a battle on me. Hope you feel good about yourself. Yeah, you did nothing but waste 2 minutes of my time. And hey, we got a hipster. Let's see. All right. Let's see. I gotta say, I like his design of striped pants. Whoa, his feet are huge. There goes the return of that without even really intending to do so. I don't get it. It's not as common here, though, but for some reason, just like the feet of these characters are like gigantic. They're like Sasquatches walking around. But in all seriousness, I gotta love that Lady Killer pink shirt he's wearing, not to mention the baby blue jacket that complements it really nicely. I wish I had an electric attack at a time like this, because that'd be really helpful. I'll have Jolteon do Corphish, I'll have Poochyena take care of Swablu. Alright, let's see. Did I need an electric attack? Would I have ended this battle sooner with one? No, actually, wow. Go Jolteon, you rock, man. Awesome, okay, Swablu's using Peck. And wow, Poochyena looks kind of overly dramatic when it takes damage. I don't know what it is about it, though. I mean, I understand that it's in pain, though, but jeez. Speaking of Pokemon being in pain... Wow, that... Again, my word choice. Watch the trainer of this Pokemon when I attack. See that? I think that's a nice little detail that, you know, I don't think it's in any other Pokemon game, obviously, because you don't really see the trainers, where the trainers actually react to Pokemon taking damage. Like, as you see there, they also react to feigning. It's a nice little detail that I just kind of want to bring attention to, because I don't think it really gets appreciated much. You know, just like in Colosseum, they have losing animations, you know, that's normal. He questions his life and drops to his knees because he lost to a 10-year-old boy, not even with me making a bad pun. And yeah. And it seems from the sound of things, Vander is just up ahead, and I only have one thing to say about this. Oh, thank God he's on the 3rd floor and not the 10th. Okay. Alright. He's teaching people how to do double battles. How unfortunate that they live in Ore and don't even know how to do that. Hey, disappointed, but we're not running a challenge right now. We're in training, you see. Oh, Egan sent you here to see me. To hear about the desert. Understood. I'll be happy to give you my account. Before I do that, I've got a little request. Just on appearance, you look like an outstanding trainer. Certainly my eyes are deceiving me. So here's my request. To finish my novice training session, I'd like you to treat him to a battle. Oh my God. We got trolled here really hardcore. Bardo. Okay. Alright. Bardo. Sounds like a foreign insult of some kind. I don't know. Well, you were the last battle standing between me and Vander. Or Vander and I should be correct. Before getting this done. Now, I will say, climbing 1/33 of Mount Battle is a lot better than climbing 1/10, or I should say 33.33, repeating, of course. I'm such a nerd. Anyway, Jolteon, do your thing. Do your thing? I'm just being weird in this commentary. Okay, there we go. Wait, Spoink survived that? Are you freaking serious? Okay, Doduo, do your thing. Growl out of both of your heads. Freaks me into having lower attack on both of my Pokemon. Okay. Hey, Spoink flinched, okay. Alright, Poochyena, good. I have to admit, I was a little worried that I was going to go into reverse mode right there. The lower that your heart gauge goes, the higher the chance of it happening is. So I was a little bit worried there, but luckily I didn't have any trouble. Alright, let's do this. Let's finish you off. Doduo looks like it's like flipping you off, like with like its 3-digited talons, like while it goes down. I mean, like, granted, yeah, it was fainting, and yeah, we kind of just bit it like in the face, or I guess in the chest, but... So I guess I can understand that though, but still, it just like it looks really, really odd. Anyway, Spoink goes down. Good. We are done here. Yes. Of course now it goes into reverse mode, but it doesn't even matter anymore. We are finally done. We are done at Mount Battle. So good to say that after just 3 floors. Let's relish in this moment for a split second. Yes, just as I thought, that was a well-played battle. Why, it made me want to jump in and join in the fray too. Anyways, we should talk, but this isn't the place for that. Let's go back to the reception. Thank God he's not on the 10th floor like he was before. Oh, boy. In Desert South of here, there's a Cypher research facility. It's been there since the Shadow Pokemon incident. It seemed to be abandoned for a long time, but recently I've seen groups of shady characters going inside. This is where the research lab was at. Shady characters were seen at the lab in the desert in the south. Are they somehow connected to Professor Crane's abduction? Interesting. Alright. Well. Oh, email. What do we got? Pokeballs for sale. I did the Pokemon HQ lab. Okay, Egan called to inform the Pokeballs are not for sale at the Agate Pokemart. Okay. So I don't have to worry about running out anymore. Awesome. Okay. We finally have the ability to purchase Pokeballs, which is indeed good. Because, well, we kind of only have 7 Pokeballs and 1 Great Ball from using all the items in the game, or getting all the item boxes in the game, and, you know, not, what am I trying to say here? From not, failing to catch any Pokemon a single time. So I can only imagine what it would be like if you were a little bit less anal than me about, weakening Pokemon before you go off going for the catch. So we are definitely going to go back to Agate Village. We're getting the runaround once again, going back forth between areas to get these Pokeballs. I'm not really sure I want to buy those colognes, though. I can't really think of any reason why I'd want to. All right. Let's see. Pokeballs are available to us. Not Great Balls, unfortunately, so we don't have that luxury that Colosseum did early on. But hey, I don't want to keep comparing this game to Colosseum that much. You know, even though it is similar. Oh, right. Forgot to mention that. Whenever you buy Pokeballs, if you buy 10 or more, you will get a Premier Ball. Early on, this is kind of nice, and early on it is most cost-effective to buy Pokeballs in bunches of 10. I just kind of bought 13 there because I didn't really want 20 Pokeballs. So, if you want to buy Pokeballs in bunches of 10, that is the most cost-effective way, because the Premier Ball is basically just another Pokeball. It's white in appearance, like it's entirely white, so it looks different, but it's not like this special kind of Pokeball that's meant for catching specific Pokemon or anything like that. It just looks nice, if you consider it being all white looking nice. Anyway. We have gone through a lot of battles here. We got new information on... Whoa! That is freaking cool psychedelic dance party! Poochyena, get down with your bad self! Even though that's kind of bad, because it is struggling if it's in that mode. I'm so sorry. Anyway, we took care of all this, we went through Mount Battle, we saw Vander, and we got new information. Next time on Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, we'll be investigating that area out in the desert. And hopefully finding where Professor Crane disappeared to. See you guys then.